Please raise your hand. Seeing none. I need a motion to authorize Amy, our administrative assistant, Amy Greenspan, to temporarily serve as municipal clerk for this council meeting. Do I have a motion?
So much.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We do not have any non-agenda items. I'd like a motion to open up early public comment reserved for agenda items only.
So much.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to come up? Please do.
On 86 Van Dam, I don't know if you want me to address this when we do the ordinance for 22-2025, want that separate?
You're talking about the
Which one?
The parking.
Please.
the parking.
Time limit parking.
Can you wait till we get to that point? Okay. Anyone else? Seeing no one, motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, report of committees.
Mayor, for the Triborough First Aid Squad, I just want to mention that they laid to rest the Butler firemen that served over 50 years, and Bill was a very active member of the Triborough First Aid Squad as well. He responded to countless duty hours, and between him and his wife, they devoted a lot of his life to the department. And I just want to say, like, they really did a beautiful job in honoring him, and I didn't get any official numbers from Gail, or John.
They, I was just told by Justin, the
Just-
president, that they changed their program to get their numbers out, so they're behind. So he apologized for that, but I'm sure next month or next meeting, you'll have more numbers.
And in conversation, Justin also, he let me know that, right now they have 37 active adult, members. They have 9 teen squad members and, 4 drivers. They did hire 4 new drivers, so they will have, 8 drivers in total. And, online, I mean, if you are an individual that has had any kind of training in the past, if you were a nurse or a doctor, and I think, you have time to give back to First Aid Squad, they are a wonderful group of people that put in a lot of time and effort into the First Aid Squad. They attend all, sporting events, and they're having a boot drive coming up, and they'll be at K-Fest, which is in Kinnelon. They're going to be at for our celebration day and they will be hosting. I don't have the dates for it, but they will be hosting another craft fair and pancake breakfast, something that they do yearly. And next year in April, they have a beefsteak coming up. So if anybody is interested, these are events that you could attend to help support them, as they are all volunteer. Next, for the library, I spoke to Ally, and they had a great turnout with the summer reading, and she had a lovely party for everybody that participated. They will be attending the town celebration day, where they will have crafts at their table, crafts, raffles, and they'll also have registrations forms in the library for any new citizens in town that would like to register. Again, they take a lot of time to come up with nice programming. In the fall, they have on September 30th, they have, she's coming back to the library, on September 30th at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be, the last time she was here, the plan was for her to be at council chambers, but it was so overwhelming that it got moved to Fireman's Hall, but, it's Understanding Your Dreams with Rosemary, Capiello again. October 2nd, they're gonna have, Weird New Jersey, with Grave Stories. And October 17th is their dueling piano fundraiser that basically helps them collect funds for all the free programming that they host for the children. And all this information is available on their website. And then for the senior center, I spoke to Mike about I asked him regarding the construction. She said that the plans are being finalized and they're gonna be putting out it's gonna be put out for bid as far as the construction for the renovation of the floor for the senior center. And again, senior center, their website on our webpage has a lot of information. I asked Pat and Kathy to give me the September schedule because it's not up yet, but and their the nutrition as well. But they have many other things online for you to do. On September 21st, Bloomingdale Cornet Band is going to be at the Senior Center parking lot. This event, it's in the event of inclement weather, it will be held inside. It's at 3 p.m. and that's going to be held by where the new gazebo is. And again, the Golden Age Club has a lot of other things online for them. Also, we just got from Brianna today the candlelight ceremony for September 11th at Sloan Park at 7 p.m. and it's gonna start at Sloan Park, where Mr. Mayor D'Amato, he's going to be doing the opening remarks, and then we'll walk to Butler. That starts at 7 p.m. on September 11th. And then after that is our celebration day, which is mostly, John talks about that. And that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, just one item, as Edie was saying, Celebration Day, it is September 20th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Coots is the headline band that'll be there, as usual, a lot of vendors and food vendors, people selling things, a lot of the community organizations will be there as well. And the beginning of it all will be the Bob Kochka 5K ceremonies, so make sure to come out, it should be a good time.
Okay, Dawn?
Okay, let's see, Passaic County Clerk's outreach is coming to Bloomingdale on September 18th. They provide full passport services, notary oath renewal, and free veterans ID cards. For more information, you go to the borough's website, bloomingdalenj.net. John, I am going to mention you can still sign up for the Bob Kochka 5K. I'm just going through what is on my paper.
That's fine. Appreciate it.
The borough adopted our new ordinance for dumpster permits. Please visit the borough's website for more information. Also, I got a reminder from the DPW, fall season is approaching, which means falling leaves. Please use leaf bags, no plastic bags, no barrels. They have to be leaf bags for the DPW to collect.
Just on that, they also, if they do not want to use bags, they want to use barrels, they can bring them to the DPW.
Sure
And-
can.
And anytime during the week, Monday to Friday, and Saturday till it's 12.
Till 12.
Till 12 o'clock.
8 to 12.
So there's more opportunity. It's not just leaves, it's brush, whatever. You gotta clean up your yard, you can bring it there.
And leaves and brush, if you are putting out like sticks and things like that, there are very clear requirements that are listed on a recycle calendar that you can look again on the borough's website. Let's see. The Board of Health will be passing the ordinance this coming Monday. That is for, I'm sorry, that is going to be for the last ordinance we just did.
What did we do? Is that for
The paraphernalia? Sorry. I know.
on
Both
the
of us
website.
are having a hard time. What?
It's on the website.
Yeah, it's on the website, if you need that as well. I'm sorry, everybody. Also, again, as I've mentioned a million times, RAVE, our emergency notification system, you can sign up anytime by going to the borough's website, bottom right-hand page on the home page, and sign up for emergency notifications. It does allow you now to, there are some options in there if you want option for public events, if you want an option for the senior center, all those options are there. So if you have already signed up and you want to log back in and sign up for the other options, you can. The only thing that you cannot opt out of is emergency notifications. Also, if you have any interest in going to the borough's website, I'm trying my best to put out information. Please use the borough's website to contact employees and departments. All of the numbers on there are correct. Do not Google numbers, don't go other places for numbers. Everything that's on the borough's website is correct. So please use that as much as you can. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing for tonight.
Dave?
So the Board of Education has partnered with the New Jersey School Board Association to host 3 community input sessions regarding their new superintendent search. I attended the one last Friday. The following 2 are this Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Walter T., as well as this Friday, 7 p.m. at Walter T. And if you're unable to attend in person, there is a survey available online at bpsnj.com.
Okay. Dominic?
I think it's just worth commenting, the planning board had a meeting last week where we're going to hear 2 things that come out of it. The one will be a soil permit in order to move soil in a large quantity. If you have any questions about that, for a resident looking to grade and level their lot, please ask me. It'll be on our agenda, probably upcoming either at the end of this month or the start of the next, once the planning board finishes its recommendation. The second is item D tonight. You'll see we're going to be seeking to table, and that's to give the planning board a little more time to formally review the wall ordinance. Some wanted a little more input on what's in there. I think it's worth, if you guys get a chance, evaluating the neighboring wall ordinances. We haven't had one in place, and with more work happening all over town, I think deferring to our engineer and deferring to the standard practices will be good to ensure we have good construction. But just keep your eye out for that stuff coming from the planning board towards us. If you have questions, ask.
Just to piggyback off of that, the planning board has 45 days from the time they receive it. So they'll be within their 45 days when they make their recommendations to us. So we have time when we're tabling it so they can really understand and digest it. Okay? Mike?
Nothing from there.
Amy, anything? Dawn?
Nothing this evening, Mayor.
Okay, just to piggyback off what Evie said regarding Bill Dunlap. Bill Dunlap, 25-year member of the First Aid Squad, and his wife Gail. Also, was the assistant chief in Butler Fire Department, and he had over 40 years there. So their family put a lot of time into giving back to as a first responder. The Bill's passing and the Butler Fire Department and the Tri-Borough First Aid Squad did an excellent job on giving him the proper, what he was due as an assistant chief and a first aid member. So our condolences to the Dunlap family and thank Bill for his service. And behind that is over a 40-year veteran of the fire department, James DeGraw, who passed away a week or so ago. Last Thursday was his wake up at the funeral parlor, and he was, and I didn't know this about Jim, and I started looking into his paperwork because I'm working with his sister and brother over at his house. Jim was appointed to the council for a day by Mayor Danny Morris. That's how far back it goes. Jim lived in this town pretty much his whole life. Like I said, over 40 years in the fire department, but anytime we asked Jim to do anything, whether it was town-related, he would always be there for us. He was a big instrumental in the 5K. Anytime I needed stuff from there, Jim was my paperwork guy and dealing with the timing company, and he put a time in that until 3 weeks before he passed away. So our condolences to the DeGraw family also. It was a great loss. Both of them were a great loss to both communities, Butler and Bloomingdale. That's pretty much all I have.
John, can I just, sorry,
Go ahead.
for those people, and I really apologize for this, for the Board of Health, it's regulation of electronic smoke devices and psychoactive products, and I apologize.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting old or something, that was bad.
Believe me, it happened.
I know, my gosh.
Okay. All right, resolution number 2025, 9.1, the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please, unless there's any questions.
Bronkers,
Yes.
Catalano,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes,
Schubert,
Yes,
Yazdi,
Yes.
Okay. Item 10, pending items. Item A, 2012 municipal budget adoption. Public notice statement, please.
Mayor, this is the time for the public hearing on the municipal budget amendment for 2025. The amendment was advertised as required on August 26, 2025, together with notice of hearing for this time. Printed copies have made available to the public. A supply is here for anyone desiring a copy.
Okay. All right. First of all, anyone who has not secured a copy of the budget amendment may now do so. I think we have them printed. No? Okay.
can certainly run upstairs and print them if we'd like.
Well, if anybody likes them, we can get them printed for you. Before we open this hearing, I wish to outline the procedure. Each person desiring to be heard will rise and give his or her name and address before speaking. I will recognize one speaker at a time in order of the rising, and nearly as nearly as I can determine. We'll try to address all questions address all the questions to the chair. When necessary, they will be referred to the individual members of the Borough Council, municipal officers, or our advisors. Questions must be confined solely to the municipal budget amendment before us. School or county matters are not proper subjects for this hearing and cannot be discussed or answered here tonight. I now declare the public hearing on the municipal budget amendment for 2025. Do I have a motion to open up public hearing for the municipal budget amendment?
so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anyone wishing to speak, please come up on the amendment.
Linda Huntley, 86 Van Dam Avenue.
Mhm.
Looking at the amendment and also comparing it to last year's budget, the health benefits waiver for last year was $76,184. Now you reduced it to $48,000.
Mike, can you answer that?
Hold on, I'm just looking at it right now. Yeah, she went through what we have, and she said we can cut 2,000 now that we're three-quarters of the way through the year. We will not be near that 60, whatever number you had. So we had 50 in the budget, she reduced it to 48, saving us $2,000.
And even though the previous year was 76,000.
Yep,
Guess we'll see what happens. For the contingency, last year you spent 53,326. Now you're reducing it to 30.
correct. She doesn't feel we need the contingency at this point. So we can take it out of there.
Okay. Social Security, I guess, was also inflated before, where it was 510, now it's down to 500.
It's 500, because again, three-quarters of the way through the year, we know where we're gonna be.
Okay, water management. Last year we paid $12,625, this year you're budgeting zero.
Correct. We have 50,000 in the bonds from last year we put into stormwater, so that should cover us.
The interlocal payment to County Board of Health. I guess that was forgotten in the budget this year?
That's what we forgot to
That
put
was
in,
the error,
was the
okay.
88,000. That's what, the other things out of the 88.5, that's the offset. So we added 88.5 in, we took 88.5 out with those 8 line items that you're reading through.
Now, last year we paid to Aquatic $117,000.
Correct. That's why we switched to the Board of Health with the county. It saved us $25,000 this year by doing a shared service with the county as opposed to Aquatic.
And that's for the same services, and actually
Same
more.
service, same everything.
Actually more. And then with our contract with them, they can go up a maximum of 2%.
Each year.
The Aquatic, they were able to raise what they felt they needed. So we got in a contract with the county, and they're at the 2% for the remainder of the contract.
15 years,
15 years.
2%.
15%?
15 years.
15-year contract.
2% a year for
2% each year is
15
the max they can go.
And the capital improvement fund, last year was 85,000, now you've gone down to 20,
Yep, we were at 35 and she dropped up 15 off.
but it was 85 last year.
It was 85.
And the proposed leases, I guess we're not getting, get 2 police cars, just 1?
Whatever we can get for that 35,000. Again, it's a 1-year payment. So if it's, let's call it $12,000 each car, we could get 2.
Okay.
Anyone else? Seeing no one, a motion to close? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Final adoption of resolution number 2029.6, 2025 budget amendment. No, not yet. Yeah, no, I need a motion for that.
So moved.
Second.
So we need to roll call that?
Yeah.
Okay, roll call, please.
Catalano,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Ronkhorst,
No.
Okay. You gotta do your spot. These will be section 2.
oh. It's upstairs.
It's upstairs. You have to, she can grab it, grab it, it's the script.
In the section 2 is like a number. If you give me one moment.
I don't have it.
I'll go grab it.
Yep.
Did Bree send it out?
I have it.
Will be put on hold for a minute. I don't think it's the same as last time.
It's not.
It's not. You don't have it on your iPad? Did Bree send out?
I don't have that. It's on my computer.
In the email?
No, it's in the hard drive that we all share,
Oh.
not on the Google Drive.
Hope you can find it. Yeah, well, she didn't send out section 2 with the script either. No. So I have that too. I don't know why she blacked it out. I apologize. She need help.
I was about to run up.
Because you on your computer might be easier to get it off.
It's on the wall.
Do you know it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, you can see it? I can't see it.
Are you serious?
That's why I wear glasses. I can see.
I can't see
I wear
it.
glasses, I can't see that.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
No, you have to go to.
Who's you looking at?
Can you see what the password is?
Well, I have to know what it is.
Why is it
I think it's
so
Michael.
still thinking? Why is
I
it
can't see it
so
there
long?
either.
You can? I don't think
We
so.
can take a picture of it
No,
and then zoom
you
in.
can
I
see
don't know
it.
why it didn't.
You know what I mean?
Weak security.
Which is like 40 years younger than us.
Hmm?
He's like 20, 30 years younger than us.
You're not kidding. I thought, wait a minute, you're older
Than
than
me, then.
Whoa, whoa,
What
whoa.
is it? What does that say?
Don't put me in like John's age bracket.
It's, I think it's got-
That's old.
That's
Number
in
one?
recent- yeah, number one, yeah.
60 years
Just
since having
that?
loan.
Damn it.
And we'll type in it like it's all caps.
Alrighty then.
Because it is spelled in all caps, but I always feel like it's not quite right.
Line. Consent.
Oh my God,
Michael's
stop.
daughter.
That's so cute. Oh, man.
John, what are you looking for?
There's a section that she has to read before we can adopt it.
Oh, the section
There's a
2.
process you gotta follow.
Got it.
And Bree sent me out my section. She didn't put the whole thing together.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I'd have it. And I know Mike has it on his computer. Hope he just
Oh,
knows where.
it's there, but it's in there. I didn't type it.
Or are you online?
This one can't use. I'm offline.
Yeah, it didn't connect this to.
Okay, it's a guest and borough.
I think that's the guest one.
Okay, guest.
I couldn't hear you on it. I can't put on, right?
No. Nope, you can't.
Bluetooth on, I don't need that to be on. And it's not this one? Like, not the borough one?
I don't think so. You could try it, but I don't know the password. Let's see where to get it in there. So you
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's see if this one joins for you. Yeah, no, I'm on Borough.
Okay. Can't retrieve information, check your connection.
We don't have an executive tonight, do we?
I'm coming back. Motion to take a 2-minute recess.
He's gonna get the mayor in just, you know.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
What do you want to do? Recess? 5 minutes?
Yeah, but you can't. The mayor's gotta ask that.
That is okay.
He doesn't have to ask
Council
for it.
President?
We can have a motion.
Well, fingers crossed I'll have it in a second. That's what Amy said.
I would just go, John, whatever you gotta do, go do it.
Oh, no, I'm just
If-
saying, instead of everyone just sitting here. While we're recording meeting.
Yeah.
Good. Find it.
So what do you think of your chances this year? Are we gonna win this week, or what? What are you playing?
Who, the Saints? They're playing the Cardinals. I have no idea. It's not gonna be a
That'd be
good
a good
season.
test for that.
It's not gonna be a good season.
No, who's the QB on?
Right now it's Rattler. He named Rattler as our starter. So, I don't know really how he's gonna do. But, you know, we got two rookies. So I'm not really sure.
Just give the ball to 41.
Hmm?
Give the ball to 41. Let's see what happens.
AK?
And throw it to him, pass it to him.
You know,
Hand it to him.
he's a monster.
Yeah. It's a little monster. Bowling ball. Looks pretty much a bowling ball.
And he's just,
Look, Amy's back. The other ones are missing.
he's just gotten stronger and bigger and,
Yeah.
I mean, he's incredible. That being said, you know, he can only do so much because the other teams, you know, they
know it
catch
too.
on.
Yeah, they
You
caught
know,
on,
it's
yeah.
like, all right, keep getting the ball.
Do we vote on this next piece as well? Yes.
You guys just did one, this one.
Yeah, we won one. Good. Right.
Okay, I apologize. We're going to resume at 7:41.
I know.
Go ahead.
Be resolved by the council members of the Borough of Bloomingdale, County of Passaic, that the budget herebefore set forth and hereby adopted shall constitute an appropriation for the purposes stated of the sums therein set forth as appropriations and authorization in the amount of $8,809,155.56 for municipal purposes, and $182,357 for open space, recreation, farmland, and historic preservation trust fund levy, and $410,413 for minimum library tax.
Okay. Okay. Okay, resolution number 2025 9.7, adoption of the 2025 municipal budget. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Graziano?
Yes.
Hudson?
Yes.
Schubert?
No.
Yazdi?
Yes.
Rockhurst?
No.
Catalano?
Yes.
Okay? Okay, our budget has passed. Okay, second final reading and public hearing, ordinance number 22.
Mr. Mayor, I apologize, I'm going to excuse myself from the remainder of the meeting. If there's anything or any issues, I apologize, but I'm going to excuse myself from the rest,
Okay,
7:43.
okay.
Thank you.
I know, thank you for coming down. I know you got a personal thing going on.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, ordinance number 22-2025, amending chapter 7-13.1, time and limited parking. Public notice date and please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, and copies were made available to the public, so that a motion need be made that it be read by title.
Can I have a motion to read by title?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Okay, read by title. Go ahead. I'm getting ahead of you.
An ordinance of the Borough of
Trying to catch
Bloomingdale
up.
and the County of Passaic and State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-13, parking time limited on certain streets of the Code of the Borough of Bloomingdale.
Okay. Do I have a motion to open up public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Dudley, 86 Van Dam. On the one for 78 Main Street, why is that being limited to only 20 minutes?
Okay, with the 70, I think that's the IGA, I think 70.
No, that's the car store at the park.
Oh, yeah, over there? That's kind of easy. The guy that runs the, makes the prosthetics for the animals, okay, he wanted private parking in the front just for his businesses. He wanted us to say, these spots are for him only. Well, it's public parking, you can't do that. So to work with him and other people there, we limit it to 20 minutes, so if somebody comes in, there's more time for other people to use those parking spots. And that's all in front of the IGA too. Okay. So I talked to traffic today regarding that. We've had people park over there, according to them, because there's a bus station there at the IGA. So people are coming and parking all day long and staying there till they came home from work or wherever they were going to, which was not letting other people use those spots to go to the business or whatever they want to do down there. The 20-minute parking is what traffic felt was fair, but I can tell you, if somebody's down there, as Evie said, getting their nails done, okay? I talked to him, they're not gonna be bothered. We're just trying to deter people from parking there all day long until they come home. We tried to work with the business on the dog animal guy there, all right? But the best we can do for him is put 20-minute parking out there so his customers can come, do whatever they have to do and go. Wayne Betting, same thing, but if somebody's there for an hour, nothing's going to happen. We're not gonna be sitting there, as he said, chalking tires and doing all that stuff. We just want to deter people from parking there from 7 o'clock in the morning when they pick up the bus and coming home whatever time.
But isn't that already taken care of when you have the 2-hour parking?
2-hour park is only in certain areas.
It says, well, at Main Street from
Right.
Bloomingdale Borough to Main Street border, LaSalle.
We used to have,
That's 2 hours.
right, but we used to have 20-minute parking in front of the post office,
Post office only.
right? We had that up there because people are running out of the post office, but that is no longer in effect because we have business across the street that people go and frequent, and they're gonna be there more than 20 minutes. So we're not gonna be, the way it was explained to me, we put the 20 minutes parking down there to help out those businesses so people can come and go. The liquor store, the IGA, the ice cream place, but if you're gonna go down there and have an ice cream and sit there with your family and have an ice cream for an hour, nobody's gonna say anything. We had to do something to help out the businesses. So this is what traffic came up with.
I think it's terrible.
I don't,
You've already got 2-hour limit for a lot of these people. And if you go into IGA and if everyone's staying in the chairs outside, well, what is the purpose of limiting the parking if you're gonna have chairs outside?
as I just said, when we worked with traffic, we're not going to give anybody a hard time for sitting out there. We're not going to. Okay?
Then why put this ordinance in place?
We had to put something there to help everybody else out when people come and go. We're not gonna be, I don't wanna say, but hard asses about 20 minutes, you're there for 21 minutes, we're gonna write you a ticket. It's just not gonna happen. But this is what traffic recommended to us. So.
What if you're there for 2 hours?
Stay there for 2 hours. I don't have a problem with it. And they're not gonna have a
But then
problem.
why even do this?
Like, I don't know how much more I can say.
That's recommendation from traffic, we're just taking their recommendation and putting it in ordinance.
Correct.
It's not us, it's
All right.
traffic.
And to be honest with you, Mike, myself, and the county have been getting phone calls daily from the business owners over by the auto shop. The one business owner,
Mm-hmm.
that he wants his own
Oh, isn't that too big?
parking spots. Well, that's not gonna happen, it's public parking. So we tried to work with him to give him a little bit more flexibility with his clientele.
I'm sorry, this is the one that has the entire parking lot behind, like, he has like
There's an auto shop in the back, which is owned by,
and the fence.
the business owner of the building, the owner of the building. Okay, which was,
Lawrence Jones.
at one time Lawrence Jim, but his brother
Brothers Auto.
Auto Hut was owned by a guy named Austin. When he was running, he refurbishes cars.
Right.
So while he was doing that, he keeps his cars in the back. He also told this guy he can have parking. The guy's not buying it, all right? So I told the business owner, you need to talk to your landlord. And somebody, and I don't want to, because I don't know for sure, but somebody went on the sidewalk and parked a pickup truck on the sidewalk. All right? I pretty much know who it is, but traffic took care of that. So we're just trying to work with the business owners down there. We've spoken, Mike has spoken to them down there, and this guy keeps coming. We said the best we can do for that area is go 20-minute parking. But if somebody's there half an hour to an hour, your example, we're not gonna do anything about it.
I mean, I think the 2-hour limit is only because, like, I don't like the idea of like, if your dog poops in the sidewalk, I want somebody to get a ticket. I want it to be enforced, you know what I
But it
mean?
has nothing to do with parking.
But you're saying that you're not gonna enforce,
I didn't say that to pooping. I said
okay?
that
But you
to
said
parking.
that for parking,
Just
so.
an example, is what you said.
I
I'm
understand
giving
that,
you
but
an
if somebody drops their dog's droppings, I mean, my dog took her walk, I get it back with you, pick it up and you leave.
Right.
That's the
But- and
business
then-
owner's
and
problem.
also then, like, as a business owner, like that, you know, ice cream and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, like, you know, as it is now, you know, we've eliminated a lot of parking spots for those
For-
people. And it stinks that you can't take your time and get out and go for.
But you can. Please understand what I'm saying,
Okay.
okay? You can. Not one of our police officers, from what I've been told, from the head of the traffic bureau, is going to give anybody a hard time for sitting down there for an hour, 2 hours, enjoying an ice cream, going to chicken and roll. They're not going to do that,
It
all
sounds
right?
like, I know what you're
But we
saying.
want to be able to, a guy goes down there and parks and leaves his car for 2 hours and goes somewhere else. we're trying to help them out so people can come and go to their businesses. But we're not gonna be, ticket happy, I'll just call it that. Right? We're not doing that. We're not gonna punish our residents or whoever's going there to shop or go into a business. We're not gonna punish anybody before that. This recommendation came from traffic, and we took their recommendation, and that's what we're putting into effect. Okay? And if somebody's gonna be there longer, there is a parking lot. All right? And I believe we're adding parking spots on
We're looking into it.
looking into parking spots on one side of Reeves by Chicken and Roll, I think that's where it is, of what we're allowed to put there, because you have to be X amount of feet back from an intersection, which I think is 50 feet, on both sides. That's just law anywhere. That's the Leisure Field, that's your street, my street, wherever. You can't encroach on an intersection. So we're trying to make it better, and if you look down there, the county had a contractor put temporary lines up for parallel parking. And there's been no problems with cars driving by. There's been no problems for people getting out of their cars. I did it myself just to make sure with my truck. My truck is bigger than most cars. So we have parking spots there. We have some parking on the other side of Sloan. They're going to put 2 nice crosswalks on both sides of Reeves going across into the park so it's safely for people to walk across the street. That's the whole purpose of this. And then when they're all said and done, and they put all the signs in and all that, they're gonna mill, pave, reline, do the block-out lanes. It'll be very nice once it's done. It should be done in about another month. They're coming back next week to start the crosswalks. This is all handicap accessible. All right, they have to put them in, and putting them in 4 different spots. 2 are already done on one side. They have to do 2 on the park side, and then up by the Dollar General, and then up at the crossing to go into Main Street Butler, before it splits and goes up to Glen Wild Ave by Andy's Refrigeration, that one building over there. Okay? So that's where we are with that. And I appreciate your comments, but we spent a lot of time with traffic discussing that. And them going down there, and, Sammy's pretty thorough when it comes to this stuff. This was their recommendation.
I disagree with it completely.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Seeing no one, a motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other questions before we go to adoption? Okay, motion for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Hudson,
Yes.
Schubert,
No.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Bronkers,
Yes.
Catalano, oh, no,
He's not here.
Graziano,
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Ordinance C number 23-2025, amending Chapter 3-8 Police Regulations, Peace and Good Order. I need a motion to withdraw this ordinance.
So moved.
second.
Do I need roll call here because it's an ordinance, or I can just do all in favor?
You can just do an all in favor, because it's just an ordinance to withdraw.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item D, we talked about this before. Ordinance number 24-2025, amendment Chapter 92 zoning walls. Motion to table this public hearing and adoption of ordinance number 24, 2025 till the October 7th, 2025 meeting. And the reason we're doing that is because we haven't gotten our recommendations back from the planning board, because there is still some discussion going on there. Do I have a motion to table this ordinance?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay. New business. Adoption of resolution number 2025 9.8, shared service agreement with Pompton Lakes Municipal Court Facility, emergency use only. This is simply that if we have a problem with our council chambers, we have someplace to go. And if they have a problem with their, or I'll call it the court, all right, they can use ours. And if we have a problem with our court, we can use theirs, so it doesn't hold up the process. Okay, this is a new regulation that came down, I guess, from the court system.
Yep.
And we're just following the recommendation from the courts.
And the AOC has blessed this arrangement.
Okay.
And just a quick question, there's no monetary exchange, right?
No,
Just if
zero.
we need it, if we need it. we're good.
Right, it's just to help each, one town to the other. Okay? All right, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, let's do a roll call on this.
Schubert,
Yes.
Yazdi,
Yes.
Bronkers,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Don't say Catalano.
I did.
Okay, do I have a motion to go into late public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No, Linda's always first.
She gave me her permission. Charles Carvalho, 75 Ruin Ave. I just want to make a couple of comments as a follow-up to my previous comments of last month on the budget. First of all, I want to thank Rich Delaripa. I think his comments helped me to rethink how I view your budget process. So I'm trying to work on that, so I want to thank Rich for that. Also want to thank Councilman Bronkhurst for his diligence in attending all the Board of Ed meetings that we've had to date, and I look forward to him continuing that. I just want to make, I went on the borough website, and I wanted to ask myself, for the past 6 years, the Board of Ed increases have been 1.6%. The borough increases, including the one you just passed, is 2%. That 1.6%, we used some of that budget cap, thanks to the suggestion from Ray Yazdi, to kind of bridge, we had some debt going off and kind of level that out to kind of stabilize the rate that the citizens of Bloomingdale were receiving. The main point I want to make is that 1.6% of the past 6 years was only $1.2 million that the district received from the taxpayers and Bloomingdale. So I just want to make it clear, the $4 million did not come from the citizens of Bloomingdale. That came from other sources like COVID money, as we said, and the preschool monies. I just want to also share with you, as I go through the county and talk to other districts, those districts that gave up their COVID money are doing something similar to what you had to do this year. They go back, they use all their bank cap, and they had double-digit increases to their municipalities, because that's just the way the numbers worked out. So I just want to share that with you.
Well, we did give up our COVID money. All right, we didn't give it up.
Okay,
Over
I'm
the
just
time
saying-
we got it, until the time you had to use it by, which was 2 years ago, right? We used the COVID money to do a lot of different things with, to make our town safe,
Understood.
all right? What we were allowed to do. So we used our COVID, we didn't give anything back. You don't give back, because you'll never get it again.
Yeah, right,
So we used our COVID money to help the taxpayers offset our taxes,
right.
all right? And
Those-
every budget from the time we got
Those
it,
districts that did the same thing, unfortunately now, they're clawing a lot of money back, and some of them even had to go referendum for their operating budgets. I just wanted to share that with you. That's what I've been experiencing throughout Passaic County and other districts in New Jersey. So I just wanted to share that we're clear on where that $4 million came from, how, and I think you're aware how it's being used, and how we are conscious of the taxpayers in Bloomingdale. So I just wanted to kind of clarify those points. And again, thank Mr. Yazdi for his suggestion, and thank Rich for his helping out for me to rethink how I look at your budget and absorb it.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You good? All right, come on up. Don't be a while.
So don't get anything to take that chair and sit down?
Sure. You can pull one from the back too if you want.
I would really appreciate,
Your name and address where you're from.
I got 2 addresses.
Well, just your name and address that your primary residence at.
David Sivan, C-I-V-A-N, 129 Hollywood Avenue, Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey.
Okay.
Business owner, 212-220 Franklin Street in Paterson, New Jersey.
You're gonna have to speak into a microphone though.
Okay.
You can lower that if you like, or you can take this one over there.
You got it.
You got it, thank you.
I'd like to engage myself with Mrs. Sullivan.
Direct everything to me, and then I'll decide where it goes to.
It's very interesting why I'm here tonight. I've been through a lot of pain for the last 6 years, extremely. I'm on the verge of going bankrupt. I've lost over $250,000 worth of my life savings. I'm being sued right now for $155,000 by a law firm of Winnie Banta in Hackensack, New Jersey. That was one of my biggest mistakes in my life to go there. He was one of my church members. I was very, very disappointed in what happened in here a couple of months ago, extremely. And I was held hostage in this courtroom for over 3.5 years.
In here?
Yeah. Tortured. Back in 2018, or 2017, a 17,000 square foot building was offered to me right behind my dealership where I buy and sell used cars. That's been my whole life. I'm a Pattistonian. I've been in Patterson for 28 years now. The building was offered to me was an ice house on Lafayette Street in Patterson by Putnam Oval Baseball Field. And I should have bought it. I should have put a mortgage on my house and I should have bought it, but I didn't because I thought I was going to get out. Two guys came in, they bought this building behind me. They gave the guy $1 million for it, robbed the building, and they paid for his property taxes that he was behind for 3 years. I was introduced to both of these guys. One guy was a Chinaman, and the other guy was his patsy. The Chinaman's name, Vincent Chow. The patsy, John Talavacci. He was an Albanian. He was an Italian. I got introduced to both of these people by the guy that I knew very well behind me. Actually, they're from Pompton Lakes. Doug Trost. Great guy. And I knew something was up as soon as I seen the Chinese guy and the American kid. And they indicated to me that they were bringing in a clean, friendly environment of a business where they would be granulating copper out of insulated wire, making it into sawdust. And that the machines were on the way, leaving Bevenhaven, Germany, and coming into Port Elizabeth. And when you've seen these machines, they could vibrate the George Washington Bridge. The dust collector stands 4 Greyhound buses big, okay? You could barely put it into this courtroom, that's how big the dust collector is. It leaks PM10 dust all over the streets, all over the cars in my used car lot. The odors, the vibrations, my building's like this all day long. The illegal hours and the corruption that goes on in Patterson is beyond belief. The payoffs, the bribes, the kickbacks, the envelopes. We came down to a conclusion where we weren't getting anywhere, and my lawyer demanded a large amount of money to get in front of a gentleman by the name of Ernest Capicelli, and I'm sure that Mrs. Sullivan knows him, rather. He was the highest commanding judge in Passaic County. Very, very high commanding judge. Assignment judge. And he commanded me to go, well, my lawyer did all the talking, but he commanded me to go into the municipal courtroom in Patterson, because this case had to be heard in a municipal courtroom before it went back into Superior. And it went in front of a judge, John, how do you say his last name? Miola, John Miola, in Hawthorne. Nice guy, And then for some reason it got moved out, and then it came up in here, came into this courtroom. Back in 2022, right around the end of 21 going into 22. I had 200 criminal complaints against the Chinaman and the American kid for vibrating my building, putting PM10 dust all over my property, coming illegally in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock, and turning the machines on, coming in on Saturdays and Sundays and turning the machines on. And this has been going on for 6.5 years. They hired a lawyer by the name of Neil Chesson, and Mr. Chesson was with the Bobby and Adolph Galluccio law firm out of Totowa. These 3 guys handled rapists, murderers, drug dealers, drug addicts, burglars, arsonists, carjackings, handguns, machine guns. They handled hardened criminals. That's all they did, all 3 of them. Mr. Chesson came in here and he played with Mr. D'Angelo for weeks and months, 2 years, up until he said, "This case is getting old, Your Honor." And I looked at him and I said to myself, "You don't have $3 million on a street corner like I do." We went to every single, including the FBI, every single agency in the state of New Jersey. We had Washington, D.C. to come up from the federal government for the dust. 5 explosions, 2 times the building going on fire behind me in the middle of the night, illegally operating. I brought in at 2 times, which cost me, each time I brought these people in, $4,000. They were expert testimony that we were ready for testimony. Mr. Chesson made up some kind of a cockamamie story again, bamboozled Your Honorable D'Angelo, and it got blown away. This case came over here, okay? It had to be heard. It had to be heard. Cut and dry. It was commanded and demanded by a superior court judge that this case had to be heard. No ifs, no buts, no ands. $25,000 of my money, over $25,000, between paying Michael DeMarco, the experts, the planners, the vibration people that I brought here, okay? Going in front of Ernest Capicella, all right, wasn't cheap. Adjournments, adjournments, adjournments. And Mr. D'Angelo closed his eyes and let everybody get away with it, okay? Mr. D'Angelo took me like a puppet on a string and played with me. I had my mouth shut every time I came in front of him, every time. Then my father died, the Chinaman. I'm going back to China. His partner, my wife is having a baby. We can't make it. Your Honor, we need another adjournment. Mr. D'Angelo, in the end, to make the long story short, 2 months ago, put me, Michael DeMarco, Neil Chesson, James Polacco, Neil Chesson, everybody on mute. Disrespected everybody. Everybody on mute. And said that this case has got no merit. I have hundreds of police reports, hundreds of zoning phony letters that they send out from the zoning board, okay? My case has got no merit. And Mr. Chesson gave some kind of a phony case management from 1972, okay? From a Markowitz case that employees could not be prosecuted that worked for the company. Well, that's really strange, because the dust collector, that's 4 Greyhound buses big, is the criminal that I brought in here with the Chinaman. You had 2 criminals in here. You had John Talabacci and you had Vincent Chow. You had 2 criminals in this courtroom, 2 of them. And they're hiding behind the apron, okay? The Markowitz law case from 1972 came up, okay? And I was startled that the judge got bamboozled, okay? And said that this case has got no merit. I'm relieving myself. This case has got to be heard in another courtroom. What courtroom is left? On an appeal? I got to wait another 2 years?
Well,
3.5 years, okay? Your judge played with my life for 3.5 years. Buried me, okay? Buried me. You have no idea, Mr. D'Amato, what I have been through in my life. And it clearly states over here on another zoning violation, which I want to read to you, okay? And I want to also read to you about chapter 500 with vibration. But 1 minute. This is what your judge let go. Pursuant, any agent, architect, building contractor, owner, tenant, or any other person who commits or takes parts of these assists in actions in violation of this ordinance shall for each and every violation be imprisoned in the Passaic County Jail for a period of not extend 10 days or be fined an amount of exceeding $500 or both each day in a violation continues permitted shall constitute separate offense. Now, my address is 212-220 Franklin Street, and I'm in Paterson, New Jersey. I'm begging for one of you guys to come down at any time. I'll leave you my business card and see what I'm going through all day long with this. And this man, D'Angelo, he let these 2 criminals beyond recognition, okay? And now the Chinaman has disappeared, and so is the American guy, and they're renting the building out for $25,000 a month, okay? And the Chinaman's collecting the $25,000 a month, being on my land. Being on my land. And Mr. D'Angelo let these 2 criminals walk, and he claimed that there was no merit. Ernest Capicella commanded that this case gets heard in a municipal courtroom, okay, before it goes back into Superior. My lawsuit is on top of Andres Sayers' table. Me and Bill Pasquarello were like this. I don't know if you know Mr. Pasquarello. We were like this. He was part of Englewood Cliffs. That was his area. And I, as a Democratic campaign manager, okay, always used to sit down to him and tell him, Bill, I'm going to go to every single house in Englewood Cliffs, and I'm going to make sure we're going to win this one. And me and Bill were very close. I went to the federal building so many times, and I sat down with Bill. I went to his wake. I went as far as his cemetery and burying him.
Well, let me interject a little bit. Let me interject a little bit, all right? And I feel for you. I don't know the total background other than what you're telling me. But all I can tell you, this council, all right, all we do is we appoint our judge. Once the judge is appointed, any complaints that you're talking about need to go through the court system. We have no jurisdiction over that, 0. It has to go to the appeal court. We appoint the judge, and then the judge has to follow the court system. If you have a problem with our judge, you have to file through, correct me if I'm wrong, through the process through the court system. There's nothing we can do. I don't know that. I don't know the whole details behind it. All I can tell you is, first time I ever heard a complaint about our judge, but there's nothing this council can do. All we do is appoint, and then after that, the courts take over.
I have a 14-page report I haven't sent out yet to the Judiciary Committee down in Trenton, and what he did to me.
Well, that's your privilege to do all that, and I feel for you for losing all it, but there's nothing this council can do for a court case, 0. That's just the way the system works. That's not our rules, that's the rules of the court system. And am I
Are you
right?
familiar, ma'am, with Ernest Capicella?
I am.
We went in front of him.
He's a very good judge.
Great guy. Ernie, great guy.
But
Judge
you're,
D'Angelo is also a very good judge, and he issued a decision based on a motion. You had the option to appeal that decision. You did not choose that.
I appealed it.
Well, then that's your option. Your
But why
option
would
to
he hold
challenge,
For 3.5 years.
okay.
we can't
You
answer
have
for
two
him.
options. Appeal the decision, follow the process if you have a complaint against the judge. That's it. This governing body has no authority over an officer of the court.
I can't believe that this guy took me for 3.5 years.
I feel for you. I mean, I don't know, there's always two sides to everything. I'm listening to what you're telling me, and I really feel for you with the money you lost and what you're telling me, but there's nothing we can do.
After my case is all over,
Mhm.
the first thing I'm gonna do when I go to Florida is I'm gonna buy a cemetery plot, because I don't wanna be buried in New Jersey. This is the #1 leading state that people are leaving, because it's turned to a cesspool. And, we're letting a lot of bad people come into this, area. When I come in here all the time, I make a prayer for all those guys that are in those showcases, especially for one of them that went out to sea in World War II and died in 2 weeks. His ship got torpedoed by a Japanese submarine. The guy out there, his ship got torpedoed in a Japanese submarine.
I mean,
Those were all real guys that made these towns what it is today.
mhm.
And we're losing a lot of these towns one by one, especially Patterson. It's finished. It's completely finished. But I thought that when I came in here, I thought that it really didn't go good for me. That's all I got to tell you. I just wanted to get this off my chest. That's why I came up here.
I appreciate you coming and telling us, but if we could do something, we
want
would look into it, but there's, according to our attorney, there's,
I don't
in
want
the rules,
this
there's
guy,
nothing
I
I
don't
can
want
do.
this guy to think that what he did to me,
Mhm.
okay, D'Angelo, what he did to me, I don't want him to think that, I was some kind of fool, and that's why I'm here. And I want him to know that I'm here, okay? I want him to know that I'm here, because it was very upsetting in what he did to me. You understand me? And matter of fact, he's a very personal friend of one of my personal friends, which was a detective in Patterson. And, he can't even believe that this case got thrown out, into the gutter. After 3.5 years, I patiently waited. I patiently waited.
I appreciate your comments, but like I said, our hands are tied. The court
I
system
know.
goes through
You
the court
guys let
system.
this guy in, and, he really slipped up. Like I said, he was more geared up on domestic violence, DWI, speeding, things like that, things of that nature. This is a very complicated case, but it is a crime in what these people are committing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is a crime what they're committing. And it is imprisonment, it is fines. But, it's mind-boggling that 6.5 years is gone by, okay? And the guy started suing me. He started putting a slap suit on me because it was just, and every day the guy's in my building. I wonder who the envelope is going to, every month, to the council people, to the mayor's office.
Well,
Somebody's
that's-
getting paid off there in Patterson, you understand?
I wash my hands of that.
But anyway, let me leave you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming in.
I wanted to get this off my chest. Very disappointed with Mr. D'Angelo, what he did to me.
Okay.
Very disappointed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now it's your turn. Yes.
I don't think you can beat that.
I hope so.
I just want to find out the status of having the meetings broadcast online so people can listen to it and ask questions online.
At this time, obviously that's going to cost money. At this time, there's no decision to be made to do that. We're not doing that. When Rich gets it, he puts it up online and everybody gets to see it, and I know people watch it. I watch it. Sometimes I watch it to find out what I'm saying or other people are saying.
But the board of ed does it, the board of ed, you can listen to it and you can call in, ask questions. Why can't we do something like that?
I don't see a need for it.
Oh, so you just don't want to do it?
Well, there's a cost to everything, and obviously, we're going through some financial stuff that we need to get in line first, and you'll agree with that. So I just don't, at this point, think it's Anybody can come down.
We do have to pay the person who runs the equipment, which, I don't know, which gets paid, I'm not into that, but there is a cost to have the person there to manage it, because otherwise, I can't manage it and run the meeting at the same time, so there's a cost.
All right. Well, we shouldn't be talking to the audience, but I know there's people that sit there when I go to your meetings, and you don't do every meeting, I don't think.
No,
You
we try to do every meeting,
Yeah.
we try to have it aired as quickly as possible, but sometimes there's technical difficulties and stuff like that.
Right.
But we do have a professional person run it, and that is a cost, just to be fully transparent.
Okay, thank you, thanks. Anyone else? Seeing no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we do not have an executive session tonight. Our next meeting is September 16th at 7 o'clock. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all.